Welcome back, guys, to another Mesh Network Technical Analysis video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and head on over to the free Mesh Telegram group. The links are all down below in the description. We update our technical analysis throughout the week, drop any heavy fundamentals that are up and coming in the group. It's just a bit of a financial discussion group, and there's loads to check out over there, guys. And it's free as well, so I don't see why you won't want to click on the link down below. Yeah, we jump into the British pound, Japanese yen. So just looking at a monthly chart, we've been, out of all the instruments, if you go look at a few of the other videos we've seen over the last few months, a lot of consolidation, a lot of indecision on some of the pairs. GJ has been performing over the last few months, as you can see. So 25 days left on current closure. So let's have a look. Previous closure, we had this massive move to the upside, and then previous month's closure, we see this huge wick to the downside, almost no wick to the upside, the tiny body, suggesting a lot of buyers in the market at the minute. Price was able to come all the way down, but it could close there. The buyers took it all the way back up. Current candle, we've got 25 days left until closure. As you can see, we're having a bit of a rejection of this area around, call it 180. Yeah, so we look at 184. We've got a nice clean tap of that flat number, and then prices pulled back. As you guys know, when we see these big moves to the upside, we need a lot of imbalances, a lot of gaps in the market, a lot of order blocks to be built. So we can expect a bit of a pullback, even though we're massively bullish on the monthly. We can start to see, as with the other instruments, once we see these big moves to the upside, we need to see some sort of retracement to grab liquidity. It's a zero-sum game. For every dollar earned, there's a dollar lost. So it's just how it has to be for organic structure within the market. As we say, 25 days left on this closure, so it's not giving us a massive amount at the minute, as you can tell, but we are still trading above that 180,500 area that we've been watching. Yeah, bullish on the monthly at the minute. So if you look at the weekly, as we can see, we had this big bullish move to the upside the last couple of weeks. But now, as you can see, we've had this rejection of 184 area. It's perfectly tapped it. Hold down, we started to establish support at 180,500. Price broke below it. Then we've seen a big pullback and a closure above that 180,500 area. And now, price, last week's closure, we didn't manage to close below that 180,500 area. So we're seeing just off this pullback, and we're seeing a lower high created, and now we're seeing a lower low created. So we could theorize that just looking at this face value on the weekly chart, we could say, okay, we've gone into bullish structure now. So we see this previous higher low, we see that break. So we could, in theory, we start to call this weekly structure, we start to call it bearish, but just looking at this candle here and this whiff here as well. So yeah, we've currently, with this structure being broken to the downside, we're currently bearish, but just off this big move to the upside, and the fact that we've had this whiff, come back and retest that area almost perfect, tells me that this could potentially be a complex bullish pullback. So even though we're seeing bearish structure, we still potentially call this bullish structure. But let's go down into the daily and have a closer look. Yeah, so once again, as you can see, we had this big break to the downside. It's more what looks like a liquidity grab to me. So we had price making this structure, making higher highs, higher lows. Then we had this big move to the downside, which it was mirrored straight back up, and we broke these previous highs. And now price is maintaining support at 180,500. It's a little bit choppy at the minute on GJ, but I'd say overall still bullish on GJ. It's just due a retracement potentially to, just looking at this gap here, we didn't manage to come all the way down, so we potentially come back down and retest this area around 175, 600 area. As we see, once we establish resistance there in the past, obviously, just show you this as well. Just one of the, we've got this daily channel the price has been respecting, so we can trade within that channel for quite some time now. We broke outside of it, we tested it, price was squeezed in a little bit of an ascending triangle towards this 184 area, but didn't break out. It broke back inside the trend line. As you can see, broke back inside the trend line, and then we started to see some form of support established around 180, call it 180 flat. So we see that tap 180, we had this support established, and then price ripped through that area, but then came straight back up, suggesting that we had a bit of a liquidity grab down to these lower order blocks before continuing bullish. But yeah, I'd like to see price maintain support on, call it 180. Just change this. If you look at that area of consolidation, so potentially you've got a break, a retest of that area on the smaller time frame. So say if we look at 4 hour, we had support was getting established at this 180 flat area before trading up, and then you see this is potentially 6 p.m. potential fundamentals Thursday 6 p.m. This looks like a fundamental move to me, where we've got this big move to the downside, met by this big move to the upside. So just a clear liquidity grab before heading back up, trading above that trend line. And now we've seen this choppy price action around this trend line and within this range of 184 and 180 flat that I mentioned. So getting to the scenarios, I would like to see 184, retest before taking longs. Potential for 180, this lower end of the range, retest or taking shorts down into 185. So I can say with the trade within this range for the last week or so, I think that those would be areas that I'll be paying attention to, looking to short it if we break out of that 180 and we have confirmation resistance established on the smaller time frames. I'll be looking to short. If we break 184, there's supports established on the lower time frames, I'll be looking to take longs. But as mentioned, guys, just be careful trading this week. Thursday and Friday, we've got USD and GBP fundamentals. Obviously, Thursday, USD fundamentals. Friday, we've got USD and GBP fundamentals. Obviously, GJ being up, GBP. Just pay attention while trading on Friday, GJ. And yeah, just building your confidences, guys, with it being summer months with the low volume. Just build your confidences, try and take the higher probability trades, quality over quantity always. Get yourselves over to the free mesh Telegram. Links all down below. I don't see any reason why not to be in there. There's a wealth of advice in there, wealth of information, and just get yourselves over, guys. But yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, and make sure to comment down below any instruments that you guys want us to analyze, or just let us know, just a general chat of, you traders, day traders, swing traders, scalpers. Just it'd be interesting for us guys put on the analysis to know obviously what type of trader you guys are. But yeah, thanks very much for listening. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next week, guys.